Hey lovely, my name is Noria and welcome to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys an unboxing and a little demo for the Nutr. So this machine, which I will show you in a second, sits on your counter and allows you to make nut and plant-based milks pretty much at a push of a button. And so before I get into all the details, let's unbox this. So I'm going to be doing a stupid and doing this standing, but let's hope nothing falls out, shall we? So this was sent to me as a gift, just full disclosure. Opening up the box, this is what you get. You get a little, again, this is not the smart thing for me to be doing, but you get a little book that has like recipes and stuff in it. I'll show you guys what that is in a second. And then you kind of get this little information card that kind of just tells you basically how to do everything, so you don't have to read the manual if you don't want to. So that's nice, because I am pretty much a person who will read the manual last. So everything that comes in this box, you get the Nutr and its cord, you get a 2 tablespoon scoop, a 1 tablespoon scoop, you get the strainer that also has a cap, and then you get a brush cleaner. So that's pretty much the breakdown of what you get when you buy the basic version of the Nutr. So this little thing allows you to make about a cup to a cup and a half of whatever nut milk or plant-based milk you want to make. I personally will probably just be using it for oat milk, maybe almond, but I am very much an oat milk girl, so this is what I'll be using this for. But it's pretty simple. I actually did a turmeric latte with this, so even with some user error, it still came out pretty amazing. So quick breakdown of what you would do with this. You would open it up. No, it's already unlocked, but open it up, put in your source, whatever that is, oatmeal, almonds, cashew. You can do basically a lot of different things in here. Basically, you would just put that in basic form. You would do that, put in how much water you want, from a cup to a cup and a half. But you do that, you lock it, and then you go through your settings. So you get a room temp, warm, hot. You can boil water, you can keep warm, and it does a self-clean, and everything's controlled by push of a button. Before I go into the demo and show you guys how I made my turmeric latte, I'm just gonna break down a little bit on the machine itself. So you might be asking, okay, why would I need my own nut milk machine? Why can't I just go out and buy it, especially since this machine is $169? Well, I'm glad you asked. Mainly, one, you have full control over what is in your drink. So instead of like traditional nut and plant-based milks, which would have additives and just a lot of things that you probably wish weren't in there, you have control over that now. And I will say there is kind of an adjustment period between using store-bought and creating your own. Just because those additives aren't there, you're normally not tasting what the plant or nut milk is meant to taste like. Like when I first did this and I did oat milk, it was kind of a slap in the face, because I was like, wow, that's very oaty. You would think I would have put that together, but you know, when you go traditional, it's like a slight hint of oat, because they're trying to make it taste as close to milk as possible. Unlike this, you're getting straight whatever ingredient you put in there. It's not a bad thing, it's just something to keep in mind when you adjust to it. Now, is this the only way to make nut milk? Absolutely not. You could use a blender, but this is more packaged for convenience. So basically, instead of having to soak your nuts, so say I'm making almond milk, I would have to soak my almond milk, I would have to soak my almonds, put that in the blender, add the amount of water, blend it, strain it with a cheesecloth, and then have the milk. And I can't really control how much I make. I mean, you can measure it out, but you probably will have more or less than what you want. This allows me to do 1 to 2 servings at a push of a button, and it's gonna take me about 2 to 5 minutes. So it takes about 2 to 5 minutes for most of them to process with this machine, but it can take anywhere up to 15, depending on what your base is. Because I normally just make oat milk, it takes about 2 minutes. So some of the things they suggest you could use with this: you have almond, cashew, oat milk, you have soybean, coconut, walnuts, rice, hemp, flax, sesame, mung bean, and peanuts. Of course, you can do even more, and it says general uses, basic drinks. You can do milk for cereal, breakfast needs, creamers, add it to smoothies, dairy-free alternative for cooking. And for the most part, the milk lasts about 2 to 3 days. And mind you, there are no preservatives, no add-ins, so it's not going to stay fresh as long. So as soon as you make it, use it, but you have 2 to 3 days. Now, this book does give you some different recipes you can use, and I definitely want to do, they have like a banana cream pie chia seed pudding. I want to try that. Ooh, oat milk hot chocolate. I'm pretty sure that's straightforward. I mean, I did do a latte, so. Coconut matcha. They have like a cookies and cream alternative. And yes, they give you the recipes and you can adjust. Say you don't want to use cashews or you're allergic to almonds, you can adjust for that. But in the beginning of the book, they give you like just the basic recipe if you just want to make the milk. And that's what I did for my very first time. I just did a room temp oat milk. Tasted pretty good. Again, it's that learning curve because it just tastes like oats. So I just used it in my coffee and called it a day. However, for this demo, I decided, let me take it a step further. Let me try to use the warm setting and then do my evening turmeric latte. So I just had my machine, added my ingredients, press go. That's when my user error came in. So I realized when I did this, the first attempt, I don't know if I included it in this video, but first attempt, I put it on hot, which if I read the settings, is 212 degrees Fahrenheit. I did not need my drink to be that hot. So therefore the water started boiling, and because I had put extra stuff in there, like mainly my turmeric powder, it kind of was, yeah, it didn't like that too much. So I had to stop that. And then I gave it a minute and then I put it on the warm setting and we were straight. However, I don't think I put the lid on correctly, or it could just be that how much this thing vibrates. It could kind of have moved the lid. So at certain points during it, I did have to like adjust. So you'll see my hand in the video just because I had to adjust so it didn't come off. But even if it unlocks, it's totally fine because the safety feature is that the machine stops. It beeps and it stops. So there's no risk of it spilling anywhere. It's going to stop. So, and if that happens, you just restart it and go about your day. Now I did this. Now, mind you, when I poured it, it was really, really hot because again, my dumb self put it on hot instead of warm. But I will say that was probably the creamiest latte that I have made and I am in love. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. And I am going to play around with the recipes a little bit more because I want to be able to make my creamer, be able to do more variety of milks and get away from store-bought as much as I can, you know, save my money there. So be on the lookout for another video because I will be using this more and I will be testing out some of the recipes, doing some taste tests and all that jazz. I also need to get some more nuts. So I don't have any cashews or almonds or anything in this house really, so except for oats. So I do need to get some more of those. But that is pretty much the Nutter in a nutshell. Yeah, simple products. You have different settings. It's very customizable and it's great for 1 to 2 servings. And even if you're doing multiple servings, you can easily just recreate the recipe, set it and go. And again, it takes around 2 to 15 minutes depending on what you're doing, but most of the recipes I saw, everything only takes about 2 to 5 minutes. So you can easily prep this while you're about to do your coffee. If you're doing the room temperature and you want something cold, just make sure the water that you're adding is cold and you're good to go. Again, you have the warm, hot setting. You can boil water. You can just keep things warm. And then a self-clean feature. So like with me, when I use the turmeric, because I did slightly burn it, it did kind of get stuck on the bottom. But as you can see, that self-clean cleared it right up. So yeah, I do think it is a pretty good investment, especially if you are like me, you are trying to get away from dairy. If you want to have more control over what goes in your beverages, this might be a good investment for you. On top of sending the product to me, they were also nice enough to send me a coupon to give to you guys. So that coupon is down in the description box below. Check it out, read up on it, see if it is something you would like to try. Don't forget to subscribe, as I will be doing another video soon on doing different recipes with this, because I am very much a coffee drinker, so I would love to be able to make my own creamers and stuff like that, healthier versions of creamers and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that. Don't forget to like this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.